Fourth season, Mark Bernard. By Ron Server, Jessica Quinn, and Blaze Gray. Beavers have an over record of 9-18, Pac-12 mark of 3-13. Senior number 13, and outside hitter, 6'2" freshman at number 3, Amelia Pesca. At center, 6' sophomore number 10, Raquel Lautaro. Having a block for a 6'2" senior number 11, senior number 16, Kalia Lenny. And defensive specialist at 5'10", senior number 20, Jenna Adams. And a middle blocker, a 6'2" freshman, number 21, Madison. Head coach of the women for in his second season is Brent Brown. Associate head coaches J.J. Van Neal, assistant Alex Duffy, and Connor O'Brien. Women Troy have an over record of 15-11, Pac-12 mark of 9-7.
Welcome into the Galen Center for women's volleyball as the University of Southern California Trojans take on the Oregon State Beavers here on Pac-12+. The Trojans are coming off a split last weekend in the Bay, falling 3-1 to number 4 Stanford, but defeating ranked California 3-1. On the other side, the Beavers pushed Arizona State and U of A to 5 sets, but were unable to close the deal as Oregon State lost both, and the losing streak was extended to 7. The two teams faced off earlier in the year, and Oregon State grabbed the first set, but the Trojans were able to snag the next 3 and came away with a win on October 18th in Corvallis. On Sunday for the women of Troy, an Oregon State team that has played mostly through Haley Bennett alongside Corey Cheshire. Bennett, actually an interesting story, started off the season on the bench. She had a fantastic weekend in Arizona. As Gubert will start things off. And Vesca is going to get the first kill of the afternoon, of the night. Amelia Vesca, a freshman from Germany, as Reagan LeGrand goes back in. Grant really saw her time increase as this Trojan team was struggling to pass. And that is what she's in there to do. There's a good first pass. And Roof on that play. Lindsley Shell, the middle blocker. able to get her hands against Lanier. Kalia Lanier 5 kills away from moving to number 2 on the USC all-time kill list. Veska again, a nice block, and now a free ball for Oregon State. Go Bick. LeGrand with the left hand. Gross the dump. Bennett dug out by Lothero. Lanier into the block once again. Kalia denied twice. Something you don't usually see. Down the line, Lothero couldn't handle it. And it is a kill for Oregon State. And this was a Beavers team that was able to take the first set when the two teams faced it off in Corvallis. Pushed Arizona and Arizona State to 5 sets. Still looking for that win to break the losing streak as Lanier's swing goes into the net. And the Beavers take a 3-1 lead.
Chloe Brown back to serve.
Chloe Brown back to serve. 7 service aces on the year for her, 13 airs. Sophomore from Beaverton. Lothero at the net, and a nice tip for Gross. Good job by Oregon. Here comes Bennett. The freshman from Germany. Dug out by Gerberg. Now they're going to come near side, off the top of the block. And there, oh, Lanier dug out, pancake dig. Long rallies here to start the match. And was there a touch? They're going to call it in. Underdown getting the kill. Underdown, a California native from Telemaluca. 15 service aces on the year for her. As there's an ace. Chloe Brown picks up her 8th on the year and a quick timeout by Brent Crouch. So 5-1, the Beavers sprinting ahead of the Trojans here at home. And if you're Brent Crouch, want to get your team focused. We've seen this Trojan team play well against ranked teams like California. We've also seen them struggle against weaker opponents. So much potential on this USC side. The question is, when are they going to unlock it? We'll highlight Haley Bennett. So Bennett last week, playing Arizona and Arizona State, set her career high with kills, 22 at Arizona State. And then they went to play U of A, and she set her career high for kills again, went for 25. This is a player who started the year on the bench, but this is an Oregon team that was plagued by injuries to get things going. And right now, Bennett has been the leader in kills for this team, been their main attacker, and has played well. Chloe Brown just picked up her ace. She was actually a transfer from Miami, Florida, even though Brown is from Beaverton, Oregon. She was named Oregon Player of the Year as a senior, still decided to go to Miami, came back home, and has played well so far. As we come back out, 5-1, the Beavers on top of the Trojans. Back to serve is Chloe Brown.
Back serve for the Beavers at number 11, Chloe Brown.
Veska trying to go cross court. Hubert has been able to clean those up. Bennett, and there's the Trojans' first point, and ending the Beaver 5-0 run.
Back serve for 3, Amelia Veska.
Trojans currently in the negative in hitting percentage. As Veska goes back to serve. Jump serve for her. Chanel going down the middle, and Jenna Adams, the senior, is there. Lanier. And the Trojans are going to get a point. Oregon State out of rotation. Lanier just tapped it over, but an error by Oregon. Oregon 24 errors last time they faced Oregon State. 24 errors last time they faced USC. Really hurt this squad as they were looking like they were going to take the 4th set, but just shot themselves in the foot one too many times, and USC was able to come away with it. There's a facial towards Reagan LeGrand.
Spike for the Beavers, point by number 18, Amy Underdown.
Underdown, another kill.
Back serve on number 7, Grace Massey.
As Massey goes back to serve. 3 kills for Underdown. She's got all the kills for Oregon. Gross on the slide, and somehow Jasmine Gross able to tap it over. Lothero set a little behind, and Gross with those long arms still able to handle it. So Lanier back to serve. Now 4 kills away from taking over at number 2 all-time in kills here in a SC uniform. As Bennett's going to get the touch and the point. And if you're the Trojans, one thing you do not want to do against a lesser opponent is give them confidence early. And Oregon State's got to have all the confidence right now. O's. Underdown, and off the block. Did it touch Underdown? It did. It was Roof looking like it was going out of bounds and got the fingertips of number 18. The Trojans pull within 2. Emily Baptista will come into the match for the first time. The senior from Stevenson, California. Back to serve. 6 aces on the year for her, 1 service error. There's a second touch by Goubert. And the Beavers catch the Trojans sleeping. So you see Baptista is going to come out. She's in there to serve. Underdown. Serves it away. Lothero for O's. And a kill. Kaylin O's one of the star freshmen on this USC squad. Averaging 2 kills a set, had 8 kills against Cal on a .304 hitting percentage. Lothero serves Underdown. Here comes Brown, and the Trojans able to roof. In system, SC, and Veska finds an angle. So Veska grabs her first as Raquel Lothero back to serve, the sophomore from Cordoba, Spain. Only player on this Trojan team to play every set this season. Brown over the top of the block. A good dig out of the back of the net there by Quinn. Quick the Bick. Oren and Lothero not on the same page. And there's one that goes out of bounds. And a point for USC. So both teams only with 5 kills. And neither team hitting better than 160. Sloppy volleyball so far. Lothero serves. And Veska into the block once again. Able to tool that block and get a point, and the Trojans take their first lead of the night at 9-8. So St. Brent Crouch has called that timeout. Trojans have gone on an 8-3 run. Lothero the jump serve, Underdown trying to handle it. Tough pass. Veska again, another one. Amelia Veska, give her 4 kills on the night already. And this rotation for SC continuing to be successful. So, continuing to cause problems for the Beavers. One thing to note, Oregon State's current rotation has Bennett out of the game, one of their leading outside hitters. Cheshire is on the front row. See if they sit her here. They do. And USC blocks, but the block goes out of bounds and a point to the Beavers. So the timeout ends the run for the Trojans, and Cheshire will go back to serve. Oren finds an angle. One thing you love to see if you're Brent Crouch, Khalil Lanier is doing a great job handling these serves to her. Every team that comes into Galen Center tries to serve Lanier over and over again, and she has been able to handle all of them so far today. Here's a joust at the net, and Madison Oren roofs it. Gerber had no chance. Madison Gerber is standing at 5'7", and Oren on the other side had more than a couple of inches on her. Far side, Brown. And LeGrand's just going to have to send one over. And an overpass, Lanier dumps one down. Now a joust at the net, and Brown is able to defeat Vesca. So Bennett now into the game, Quinn coming out, and Goubert to serve. 13-10, the Trojans with the lead. It's a line drive for LeGrand. Lothero going to the Bick, and Oren the kill.
With the kill, Jasmine Gross returns. Back serve 13, Reagan LeGrand.
LeGrand once again going back to serve. Far side, Bennett. And she tools the block, goes down the line, and snags the point. Haley Bennett with her second point as Chloe Brown goes back to serve. Adams will dig that one. Vesca, and right through the middle of the Oregon defense. Another one for Amelia Vesca. She leads the team with 5. Amelia with 6 service aces against Cal. That was a career high for her, and right on cue, she'll pick up a service ace. Great job against Cal. Looks like that has continued here against the Beavers. And the Beavers trying to go big with not enough top spin for Bennett, and Vesca will serve again.
Continuing to serve.
Oregon State still trying to handle these serves from USC. Beavers currently hitting at 0. Under down, and she's able to paint the sideline.
Beavers point, semi-latch move to toward number 14, Kayla Barra.
Vesca will take a seat as Barra comes into the game. And Massey the libero to serve. Massey also a junior from Beaverton, California. Had a terrific weekend against Arizona as well. Career high in digs and aces. Lothero going to Gross and a block. Cheshire shuts the door. And the Beavers an amount of comeback here in the opening frame. Massey, a line drive, and too much on it. O's comes into the game. Lanier goes back to serve for the Trojans. 5 points away from taking set number 1. And Lanier way too much on that ball. Only the first service error of the night for the women of Troy. See Clark coming into the game for the first time.
Mary-Kate Lopez, who drops back to serve.
Alongside Mary-Kate Lopez, the freshman from Mount Prospect, Illinois. Now the referee's talking to Mark Barnard. Now we get set and we'll resume action. So Lopez serves from her feet and Lanier digs. O's cross court, able to get the back line. Oh, with Aaliyah Lanier graduating next year, and this Trojan program is going to expect a lot out of number 5. It's back as Baptista. A net violation on the Beavers, and a point to the women of Troy. So Baptista back to serve, serving specialist here for SC. Had 3 aces against Cal. Lanier's able to get to it in the back row. Lothardo for O's. Asking coaches on whether she was in rotation or out of rotation. Grant Crouch immediately was able to tell the side referee. To get you highlights from the first set, Trojans found a lot of success. We mentioned it with Amelia Vesca. She leads the way with 6 kills. Vesca just picking apart that Oregon State defense. Going right down the heart. As we welcome you back into the Galen Center. Jenna Adams is back to serve. Both teams in rotation 1 as we start things off. Far side, Bennett Oren with the roof. The Trojans snag the first point here in set 2. Coming down the middle, and Shell looked like she missed the ball. Odd spin as it moved towards the near sideline. She kind of looked back to her team and said, I'll take it. And now under down, back to serve. And into the net it goes. Service error number 21 on the year for number 18. And Reagan LeGrand will head back to serve. And Jasmine Gross will come into the match. And too much on it from under down. Jasmine Gross, a native of Portland, Oregon. Transfer from Pepperdine after her first 2 years there. Vesca. And a net violation will be called on Oregon State. Or antenna, check that.
Reagan LeGrand, back to serve.
Winning percentage now in the negative for Oregon State. Far side. Off the block and down for Haley Bennett. See why this Oregon State team loves to go to her.
Number 7, Grace Massey.
Bennett hitting even so far, 3 kills, 3 errors for her. A big to Gross, and the Trojans able to bury one.
Point for the women of Troy. Back serve number 3, Amelia Vesca.
One thing you gotta like now if you're Brent Crouch is you look up and you're leading attacker Khalil Lanier's got 1 kill. And you're still playing great volleyball so far. Far side. Goins trying to find an angle. Trojans scrambling, and Goins will pick up a kill.
Point for the Beavers. Subby Ledge back to serve at number 28, Taylor Quinn.
So Maddie Goins comes into the game and gets her name into the scorebook. The former Pac-12 all-freshman team in 2017. Now a junior, 14 kills for Goins against Arizona. As they set Gross on the slide, and a net violation on the Beavers. It will be a point for SC. So Lanier now back to serve. Kalia rocking Kobe's tonight. Of course, if you hear us, when she wore the Kyries, went for 40 kills. Terrific night for her. She has just been stellar as Cheshire off the head of Kayla O's and into the stands. It is a point for Oregon State, trying to crawl back in this second set. So Goins. Lothardo, second touch. And Rakael with the heads-up play. Rakael, the main setter for this team, but 47 kills for her. She leads the Pac-12 with 15 double-doubles on the year. As Baptista, the serving specialist. Under down with a nice attack. O's just has to send it over. Here's a second touch from Goubert. And nobody home for the women of Troy. Now both setters going to that second touch. As Cheshire is back to serve. Slide for Oren. And Oren, too much. Topspin as it sails over the line and it goes out. So now the Beavers within a point here in the second set. O's coming down. And able to get the kill. Good timing on that one as O's got up. Feska will come in. And Barra will check out for USC. Lothardo back to serve for the Trojans. Serve for Lothardo. Comes Goins again. Now, was there a touch? There was not. And a point for Oregon State. Beavers staying right there with USC. As Montana Goubrew back to serve. Beavers now hitting at .079. USC at 325 as Lothardo and Oren not on the same page. An error for the Trojans and a point for the Beavers, and we're tied up at 8. Goubrew getting the side from Ron Zuver. Feska coming down the middle. Far side, 3-man block for the Trojans, and the ball is still able to get through. So USC sending 3 blockers over there. And now this rotation for Oregon State starting to find success. Beavers take their first lead of the second frame. And the lead disappears off the service error, and the women of Troy are back tied at 9. Jenna Adams for Kayla O's, and she will go back to serve for the women of Troy. Feska, Oren, and Lanier at the front line. Is it an overpass? It is. And a point for the women of Troy. Net violation on the Beavers.
Jenna Adams, back to serve.
Adams now back to serve. 2 service aces on the night for USC. As Schnell able to create a campfire between Lanier and Lothero.
Back serve number 18, Amy Underdown.
And Underdown will go back to serve. Second set, we're knotted up at 10. Set's been a lot closer than the first. Veska the roll shot. Oregon State on top of it this time. And Bennett's attack. Able to tool the block, and the Beavers back up 11-10. So Bennett now with 4 kills. 3.5 points to her name as Underdown serves. Lanier. And Underdown, a beautiful dig. Lothero's going to set Veska. And a net violation on 16. And the Beavers, their largest lead here in the second set.
Amy Underdown, back to serve.
Underdown looking for Adams. Oregon State continues to set Adams and Lanier. Was there any touch? And there was. And it would be point to the woman of Troy.
Jasmine Rose into Troy. Back serve 13, Reagan LeGrand.
So Reagan LeGrand now to serve, the senior on this SC squad. One of only a couple seniors in the regular rotation. Schnell got on top of that one. Now Venska's got a tip. Bennett splits the block and gets the kill. Haley Bennett right in between Khalil Lanier and Jasmine Gross. And it's the Beavers coming out strong here in the teens. Veska. And off the touch and over Gruber's head. So Venska with her first kill of the second set. She's got 9 on 19 swings. The Trojans come within 1. Bennett, little behind her. Now Veska down the line and out of bounds. One thing Coach Mark Barnard highlighted post-game after the loss to Arizona State was that they had a lot of opportunities attacking, but struggled to set their outside hitters well. And in a game that goes to 5 sets, that could be the difference, just 3 or 4 sets. Lothero, second touch, another kill. 2 now for Raquel. And Lothero hitting 100 at 2 for 2. So Lanier back to serve. Here's Goings. And wide down the line for a Trojan point. Goings at 5'9". She's going to try to hit around the block. Not going to try to go through it. Right there, just unable to find the angle as the Trojans did a good job of setting things up. Bennett. LeGrand gets to it. In system, here is Oregon State. Bennett again, and O's the block. Goings into the block. And Gubert gets the point. Gubert originally thought she did not snag it. Kind of put her head up in frustration. I don't think she saw that one all the way through. So Oregon State back up on top. Long rallies here in the first 2 sets. An overpass. Oregon State's got a chance here. Underdown into the net, and a net violation. Point for SC. Orin into the match. Baptista will go to serve. Baptista, former Pac-12 honorable mention. Also a transfer. And the WCC went to Pepperdine as there's a kill on the far side. Check that. Goes out of bounds. Oregon State. I thought they had that point. It looked like Underdown was celebrating. Everybody on this Beaver team a little confused, and now Baptista will go to serve. It goes into the net, and we're back tied at 16.
Reagan Graham returns to the match. DCL in after the Beavers. Back serve, number 14, Corey Cheshire.
So Cheshire to serve. Corey with 12 service aces, 22 service errors, and make it 23. Back and forth we continue to go. No team has had a larger lead than 3. As we head toward the final stretch of set number 2. Big set for both sides. USC trying to take a commanding 2-0 lead. And the Beavers trying to make it a best of 3. Underdown. Over the 3-man block. Off the hands of LeGrand. The Beavers able to grab the point.
Back serve at number 5, Montana Kubru.
So Kubru to serve. Kubru always all over the court for this Oregon State squad. Just played everywhere as O's in between the blockers and into the hardwood. It is 18-17 now. Kalen O's with 6 kills. USC has done a good job swinging on those outside. Able to tool the block with ease, it seems like, as now Bennett going around the block and down the line. And nobody able to take a commanding lead. Underdown now to the back line to serve. And LeGrand handles it. Lanier, a kill. So Kalia Lanier just with her 2nd kill on 11 swings, 3 airs for her. Kalia, who hit .305 against Arizona with a 16 kills to lead her team, currently with 2. Overpass, and the Trojans will try to take advantage. They'll set Lanier again. The dump. And Goings is there. Quickly goes Gross and could not grab the touch. A point to the Beavers. And continue to remain tied through the teens here at the Galen Center. USC took the first set 25-14. As Oregon State gets help from the twine, but Vesca is there to clean things up. 10 kills now for Amelia Vesca. So double digits, Vesca, the first one there. Now she's back to serve. Amelia does have an ace so far tonight. Underdown. Joust at the net for Oregon State. Goober trying to get in front. Lanier the jump serve. Beautiful, right over the net. Joust and Jasmine Gross is there for the win, and another timeout now here for the Beavers. 23-20 USC. A point away from being a point away here at the Galen Center. USC last weekend up in the Bay Area. It was a wild weekend for USC sports. In Northern California, the Trojan football team took care of Cal. USC water polo won against Cal, and USC volleyball on Sunday was able to defeat Cal as the Trojans went 3-0 against the Bears. USC able to win 3-1 against number 20 Cal. They opened the match by scoring the first 10 points, and they hit 400 in the opening set. They outblocked the Bears 4-1 and held them to a 129 hitting percentage in one of the best sets of the year for the women of Troy. USC improved to 16-12 all time against California and has won 9 straight against the Bears. Khalil Lanier led the way with 16 kills. Reagan LeGrand had a dozen digs. And Lelia Veska came away with 5 blocks, and Raquel Latharo with 41 assists. The season series between SC and Oregon State, a little lopsided. 9 wins for the Beavers, 56 wins for the women of Troy. Last win for Oregon State, 2014, the Beavers took the 3-1 against SC. Not a lot of success for this Oregon State squad up here, or down here in SoCal, as Goings is dug out by LeGrand, but Latharo and Barra can't get there, and a point for the Beavers out of the timeout, and they will get the serve. Beavers have a chance to kind of steal away set number 2. They're able to go on a run. Goings will serve Lanier. Tough first pass. O's into the block. Dug out. Barra, a nice dig. Gross on the slide. Got help from Twine. Underwood. LeGrand got to it, and Lanier sends it over. Under down. Blocked away by Latharo. A great effort play by Reagan LeGrand. And Jupiter for second all-time in school history. One more for Lanier, and she will be in sole possession of second place for career kills, 1,000. The Pac-12 school is Oregon. Beavers, USC. And their third to last home game, trying to close things out. Veska down the line, dug by Massey. Underwood, cross court, found the angle over the head of Lanier. And Reagan LeGrand could not get there as the Beavers, for the second straight set, or for the first set, check that, of the night, take the opening point. Massey from her feet. They're going to try Veska again. This time she splits the block. Good effort by the Beavers, and a free ball here for the women of Troy. Quickly for Oren. Overpass. Veska not there. She's going to try to tap it back. And miscommunication on the Trojan side is going to make it 2-0 Beavers. Saw this in the opening set. Oregon State jumped down to that 5-1 lead, and USC was able to mount a comeback. Commandingly takes that one. Lanier. Far side, they'll try Veska again off the hands, and it looks like Oregon State is starting to take control of these swings from Amelia Veska. They're going to go back to her. This time she switches it up with the tip. Massey is there. Bennett into the block. And the Trojans able to get the roof and grab their first point of set 3. So Legrand will serve. Jump serve for her. And under down, tools the block. And under down, able to grab the point, and now we'll go back to serve. Nice dig by Lanier. Here's Vesca with the dump. And Massey has done a nice job taking care of those as Lothero can't hang on. As the cross-court attack starting to cause the USC Trojans problem, and Brent Crouch 1 point away from having to call another timeout to start a set. Lothero able to get to it. Lanier. And the count goes out of bounds down the side. Serena Bruin into the match for the first time. As Lanier dumps, and there it is. Second all-time in career kills for USC. As Amelia Vesca goes back to serve. Another milestone for Kalia. Under down. Over the block. Lothero able to find Lanier, and into the block she goes. A block for Bruin. So Serena Bruin, the middle blocker, checks in and picks up a block, and the Beavers remain up 5. Massey back to serve. The Trojans have had trouble trying to tool that middle block. As the serve from Lothero way out, but a nice job by Gross. And a kill for Goings. So Goins showing no fear, as once again the Trojans sent 3. She sent it right down the block. And the Beavers up 8-2. Not be surprised if Oregon State gets another point. Brent Crouch has to burn his second timeout early. Lanier, another dump. And once again, Oregon State was not there. So O's will come in for Jenna Adams. And Lanier goes back to serve.
Here you go, Kayla. Let's get one here, one at a time. Nice side, Kelly.
Bennett back into the match. And once again, a kill for Haley Bennett. 8 on 16 swings. Haley has been money. Mentioned her 25 kills against Arizona, career high. In the game before, 23 against Arizona State. That was also a career high at the time, and now a little help from the net and an ace for Oregon State as they are in the driver's seat here in the third set, 10-3. Quinn serving. Gross attacking. And Jasmine Gross on the slide, and another kill. Madison Horn into the match. Emily Baptista, the specialist, also in. Down the middle. 4 under down, and a kill. President Folt in attendance here at the Galen Center, supporting the Trojans. Seen Mike Bone at almost every athletic event in this past week or so. He has been everywhere. Gonna learn the Trojan traditions as Lanier picks up a kill. Visited the Trojan Knights back in front of Tommy Trojan. The Trojan Knights, of course, since 1921, they guard Tommy Trojan from any pranks UCLA students could play. Also went to visit the Helens back in the Village. 2 great groups here on campus, as it is rivalry week here at SC. O's far side, able to find an angle and a point. So the Trojans starting to storm back here. A 5-point game, 11-6, still a big mountain to climb. But SC working its way back. Raquel Lázaro back to serve. 21 aces for her. Underwood's dump is taken care of. Lázaro for Vesca, this time over the block. And a free ball coming for the woman of Troy. O's. And 2 double touch called on the Beavers. Here the SC sideline. A verbal reaction trying to get the referee to make the call. It's been a quick game so far, not a lot of challenges. The one challenge we did have, one of the faster challenges seen here at the Galen Center. Double touch. O's is there, net violation called on SC. And a point for the Beavers as they will keep the lead at 5. Bruin into the game for the second time. Cheshire back to serve.
Look at the next one. Good read.
And into that, the serve goes. It's a service ace for the Beavers. That is their 6th of the night. And Jenna Adams will serve. Beavers 12, Trojans 8. Morgan, there's a water bottle on the court. So the referee's water bottle was knocked down. Megan LeGrand able to pick it up, and we'll resume play here at the Galen Center. Trojans currently on a 6-2 run. A slide for Bruin, and right past Adams. Second time we've seen Bruin make an impact in the short amount of time she has been in the match. Trojans hitting 259, Beavers hitting 192. As Goubert serve into the net, and another point for the woman of Troy. Mentioned an Oregon State team that struggled with errors last time they faced USC. 24 errors for the Beavers. Really cost them that 4th set. Far side, Bennett tools the block and finds Hardwood. Haley Bennett with another point, keeping Oregon State on top and the USC at bay, 14-9 now. So Underwood to serve. This was the rotation where Oregon State found a lot of success to open this 3rd set. See if they can continue to do that. There's a roof by Gross. Oregon State will reset. Lothro's got to travel a long way. Lanier right into the block. Raquel had to come all the way across the court to try to set Lanier. And the set was just not on point. And Lanier could not get all of that ball. So Underwood will remain the server. 6-point advantage for the visitors. Trying to avoid the sweep. Lanier, a kill. So another one for number 16. Kalia has had a quiet night so far, only 7 kills. I mean, that is quiet for Kalia. One thing to note, Lanier has had double-digit kills in every match so far for SC, but still needs 3 to reach double digits. Vesca down the line, could not hang on, and a point for the Beavers. So Kayla Barra comes into the game. Vesca will head to the bench. Cheshire in for Oregon State. And Massey back to serve. Adams for Lanier. And Lanier is finding more success with those roll and dump shots than she is going full power. And switching it up and finding success. Brent Crouch clapping to his team, asking them to turn things up. Looking at a 5-point disadvantage here in the middle stages of set number 3. Bennett roofed. Jasmine Gross and Kayla Nose send things back.
Change.
Lanier with a nice serve. And Goings is able to pick up a point as the block goes out of bounds.
For the safety of the athletes, the use of flash or video recording devices is prohibited at all times during tonight's match. Thank you. Serving that's back serve for the Beavers, number 28, Taylor Quinn.
So now Taylor Quinn, the freshman from Corvallis, stands at 5'5", does Taylor. As Gross hits one to her. Underwood the dump. Raquel is there. Now O's. Able to find an angle. And Kaylin O's with another kill. Kaylin's got 6 on 12 swings. She's hitting 636. 6 on 11 swings, check that. Usually that would be the highest, but Raquel Lothro is 3 for 3. She has been money with the second touch. A nice serve by Location on the USC side. Hopefully Kalia's all right. Took a tough spill diving in for that ball as we get the spot wiped up. So the Beavers first to 20 here in the third set. Trojans looking a little out of system. They have not looked right since the opening parts. So there's a service error by Underdown. And a point to USC. Oregon State jumped out 6-1 in this set and have kind of been able to maintain that lead since then. As now Jenna Adams will go back to serve, the senior libero. Adams started the season as the starting libero, but had to sit out a month of the year with injury. Missed November 9th to October 25th. And since coming back has kind of been in this rotation with LeGrand. Oren, a nice block. We'll go right back at her, and Oren able to affect things as the kill goes out of bounds. Sometimes it's that first block that really gets in the head of the opposing team, and then they try to avoid the block on the second swing and end up causing an error. Back row attack from Goings. Lanier with a roll shot. Beautiful dig by Massey. Free ball. The pick. Oren the kill. Now the Trojans within 3, and head coach Mark Barnard will call time. USC out of the timeout. Goes on a 4-1 run. California. Up in the North Bay with a nice serve. Underwood tools the block. The Beavers with another point. Bennett checks into the game, and the top 2 outside hitters now in the match for the Beavers. Goubert, and that serve just sails out of bounds. Goubert has struggled serving the ball this year. Now 2 service errors for her tonight. LeGrand jump serve over for Lanier, and a net violation on Oregon State. So USC within 2 now, 21-19 as Reagan LeGrand goes back to serve. Far side, Bennett, and LeGrand could not get there. Bennett able to put it in the right spot. As Underdown goes back to serve. A successful rotation right now for Oregon State as Lanier able to dump it over. And it was a quick rotation for the Beavers. Another kill for Kalia. She's up to 7. Beska for Bennett, and Adams got her hands on it, was in between hitting it and not hitting it, And now the Beavers are a point away for a point away.
Back serve at number 7, Grace Massey.
Grace Massey, the libero, and white to serve. A line drive over the net. Lanier. She'll try again. Bennett going cross court and out of bounds. USC 21, Beavers 23. Trojans trying to get their first sweep in Pac-12 play since October 20th. Goings into the block. He'll set her again. This time she gets the touch, and it's off the right hand of Lanier. And now set point number 1 for the Beavers. Quinn serving away. O's. And a good job by Oregon State to get the touch. Now Underwood goes around the block. Lanier once again late from that back row. And they're going to call it in, and Crouch is going to go immediately to his card. Brent Crouch was right there standing on the back sideline. We'll see if he was right or not. If the call stands, it will be the Beavers taking their first set here at the Galen Center. It will be a 2-1 USC lead. And the Trojans dug themselves a hole early and have been fighting back from that late deficit, unable to climb the mountain. Here's the replay. First angle looks like it's awfully close. Can't really tell there. Again, if there's not enough to overturn this one, it will remain Oregon State point. We'll just call the call stands. So referee's looking at it on our near side. And it looks like it's going to be a confirmed call, and the Beavers will take set number 1. So Brent Crouch loses his first challenge, and the Beavers win their first set. Now 2-1, the Trojans unable to complete the sweep. And we'll try to close things out here in the fourth so far tonight. Third set, big thing that stands out, 229 hitting percentage for USC, 385 for Oregon State. And Oregon State hit 0 in the first set and 182 in the second set for some context. So a terrific hitting percentage for the visitors in that third set. USC has seen an opposite trend. Although they hit better in the second set than the first, they dropped almost 61 points. Also, between these two squads, in that second set, we saw 10 times the score was tied and 4 lead changes. In the third set, Oregon State held the lead for the whole time. No ties, no lead changes between the two squads, and it was all Oregon State from the get-go. USC at times was able to pull it to 25 one more time. As Jenna Adams will serve back for the women of Troy.
Service starts at 4 for Troy, number 20, Jenna Adams.
Adams, the jump serve. Far side for Bennett. And the touch. She got the top of the block, and Oregon State takes the first point for the second set in a row.
Let's go, Oregon, the net's your net. We love the net. Right here. Right here, let's go.
And into that goes under down serve for a point for the women of Troy. Service errors continue to plague Oregon State. 9 now on the night. Only 3 for the women of Troy. Goings, roofed. So Reagan LeGrand now back to serve, and the Trojans able to do what they could not do in the third set, and that is take a lead 2-1. Grand with a nice serve. Massey a good dig. Goings this time gets the top of the block, and Adams is there. Lanier. The pick, and Bruin a kill. Bruin has been a nice addition into this rotation here at the Galen Center. 2 kills for her on 5 swings, along with a pair of blocks. Massey serves, and it sails out of bounds. Now double-digit service errors for SC, and Vesco will serve. Go down the middle with Bennett, and Bennett able to find the spot where Adams was not. So we continue to go back and forth to open things up. Barra into the game, so now 2 receive specialists for SC, and LeGrand and Barra. Quinn serves, Gross the slide, and the kill. Jasmine Gross continues to find success on the slide, and when Oregon State's only going to send 1 blocker her way, that is easy money for number 11. Playing her home state this weekend, Jasmine from Portland. A slide now for Cheshire, blocked away by O's. Underwood from the back row, and too much sails over in USC with their largest lead of the set at 5-3. So Lanier to serve. And a service error for Kalia Lanier. Her second of the night. So Goings, the serve now for Oregon State. Did she get the line? She did. Goings paints the far side. And another ace for Oregon State. That will be their 3rd. We are tied at 5. See if she goes back to it. Barrow with the dig. Raquel for O's. Underwood. O's into the block and a roof. A 3-0 run for Oregon State. And they lead 6-5. So momentum starting to shift towards the Beavers. In this rotation with Goings. Lanier. Outside, an error for the Trojans and a 7-5 lead for the Beavers. USC has had trouble all year closing games and closing sets as Goings' serve goes into the net, and the Trojans able to get a point. So Baptista, the service specialist, will go back to serve. This is a USC squad that has seen matches slip from their fingers after having 3 or 4 matches points. As an attack from Underwood is outside the block, she got a hand and picks up the point. The Beavers will keep the lead at 8-6. Jasmine Gross in for Baptista, Bruin in for Oregon State. As Cheshire is back to serve. 44 kills for the visitors, 41 for SC. Oren this time on the slide. And this will be a free ball and an opportunity for USC. Raquel this time. Ready for it was the Beavers. And Oztax goes into the net. Underwood. O's again. And second time for Kaylin O's. Beska will come in for Barra. Lázaro back to serve. USC continues to come to this near side with Kaylin O's. Something maybe to see out of the block. O's able to take advantage and pick up a point. 1 point deficit for USC. Underwood over the 3 block. Now Lanier from the back row. O's the roll shot, and Underwood is there. Goings a back row attack, and she puts it in. Addie Goings has had a couple pretty touches here in this 4th set. She had the ace in that one there, and it is 9-7 now, the lead. O's off the block of Bennett. And out of bounds, the woman of Troy back within 1. .239 hitting percentage for SC, .212 for OSU. Quickly, the Bick. Trojans on top of it. Now they'll Bick the other side. Oren quickly. Lázaro for Veska, cross court. And a kill for Veska, make it 11 for Amelia. Veska coming right at us. Able to pick up the kill, and we're tied at 9. Far side, Bennett into the block and down. Haley Bennett continues to play well for Oregon State. 13 kills, tied with Underwood for most. But she's hitting .333 as the 11th service error now for Oregon State. Underwood with 3 service errors. Cheshire has 3. Goubert also with 3. As LeGrand serves. Here is going. Back row attack from Underwood. Off the shoulder of Lázaro and over the net. USC not letting anything through. Lanier again with the block. And the Trojans take the 11-10 lead. It was Jasmine Gross and then Kalia Lanier. And LeGrand will go back to serve the Trojans with their first lead in the set since 5-3. Goings. And they're going to call a double on Oregon State. Trojans now matching their largest lead of the 4th frame. As LeGrand is back to serve. Goings. And across the net line, out of bounds. USC now 13-10. The couple times now Oregon State has tried to go cross net on that far side. And just too tough of an angle. Bennett. Adams a tough dig. Lázaro is going to have to set a pretty one. And a free ball now here for Oregon State. Near side off of Jenna Gross and out. The block was a little late. Bennett took advantage. And the Beavers within 2. So Massey to serve. And she gets help from the net, and the 4th service ace of the night for Oregon State. Coming at a big time, too. That's going to shrink the lead to 1. And now a service ace into the net. So Massey gets help from the net, then gets denied. And that's got to be fair. Bennett around the block. Lanier got a touch. And this time, Goings finds the angle. So Quinn will come in for Bennett. Barra in for Vesca. And Quinn is back to serve. Taylor Quinn named the top libero in Oregon her high school career 3 years in a row. As tooling the block is under down, and we are tied at 14. Gross going cross court. And tooling the block is going. So the Beavers now with the lead. And a kill for Cheshire. Overpass by SC. The Beavers by 2. And one more, and we know Brent Crouch will have to burn a timeout. So mistakes on the Trojan side, and Oregon State taking advantage. Gross. Nice dig by Underdown. Here comes Lanier. And a roll shot over the block is down for Kalia. So Lanier will go back to serve. 11 kills for Kalia. Really a quiet night for number 16, who has had a terrific season. Underdown sets a free ball over, and it's an overpass, and Cheshire, beautiful placement going far side. The Beavers back up by 2. Timeout for Brent Crouch. The first timeout here of the 4th set. Comes with a 15-17 lead for Oregon State, and now after the Beavers fell down 2-0, and it looks like they are on their way possibly to send this to 5. Good job by Oregon State, gotta give it to them. They have done a terrific job serve receive. USC has not found a lot of success getting Oregon State out of rotation, as the Beavers have been able to find their outside hitters in Haley Bennett, Corey Cheshire. Amy Underdown from the back line has found success here in this rotation. And unfortunately for USC fans, this is not an unfamiliar sight. And Trojans have struggled closing matches all Pac-12 season. And after taking a commanding first set, 25-14, able to work from behind and take it 25-21 in that second set. But the Beavers have really been in command since then. Seem like they have been the team who has played controlled, who has played in system, executing strategy on the offensive side. A beautiful serve there from Cheshire. Underdown, off the hands of LeGrand and into the bleachers. So the Beavers, after allowing the Trojans to tie things up at 17, take 2 points in a row and are back up by a pair. Cheshire. Here's O's the roll. Lopez sets under down. He goes into the block. Now the Trojans, second touch by Raquel is dug up by Quinn. Long rally here. O's trying to find the angle. She did. Under down, could not get to it. Kaylin O's picks up the kill. And we're back to a 1-point game at Galen. So Lázaro to serve. 21 service aces, 37 service errors for the sophomore from Cordoba, Spain. And there's a service error, and the Beavers the first to reach 20. Bennett. And Gubert into the game, into the match. Gubert will serve. O's off the hands of Goings. Kaylin O's look out below. And Jenna Adams will serve for the women of Troy. Adams sat out last year recovering from an injury, back for her senior season. As Underdown takes care of the serve. Bennett off the hands of Eska. Lázaro going to the Bick. Underdown trying to go down the line, and it's wide. And another tie here in the fourth set, 20 apiece. Overpass, and Oren the kill. Trojans have been on top of the overpasses. A timeout for Oregon State as USC takes a lead here in the 20s. Trying to close things out at the Galen Center after taking the first two sets. So a timeout by Mark Barnard, the coach from the University of Sydney. 53-60 overall in his 4 years at the helm of Oregon State. Trying to rally his team. This was an Oregon State team that won one game in the Pac-12 last year. Now up to 3 this season. And trying to mount a comeback against USC on the road. Oregon State 2-8 on the road this season. The Trojans, meanwhile, at home are 7-3. Kill leaders for both sides. Khalil Lanier with 12. Kaylin O's has a dozen as well. Underdown and Bennett with 15 apiece. Goings adds 11. 203 hitting percentage for the team in gray and 250 for the team in white. As Adams is back to serve, and the Trojans 4 away from closing things out here in set number 4. Quickly. Overpass. Here's Bennett. Far side for Kalia. Oren got our hands on it, and they will call a net violation on the women of Troy. Madison Oren. And so now Underdown, the sophomore from California, to serve. O's in at the block of Bennett. Bennett able to angle it down the sideline. And the Beavers take the lead 22-21. 2 straight points out of the timeout for Oregon State. Under down with a pretty serve. She has served well so far. Veska going down the line. Lothardo for Veska again. And this time, Amelia gets the kill. 12 now for Amelia, which makes it 3 Trojans at a dozen. So 22 all. Deuces wild. Here at the Galen Center, as Reagan LeGrand will serve. Back row attack for Underdown, and Lothardo somehow got her left hand on it. Goings. LeGrand another cross-court dig, joust at the net. And a violation on Bruin. Point to USC. Timeout now for Oregon State. So USC 2 away from closing things out here at home, as the Beavers will try to talk things over and force a 5th set here at the Galen Center. USC would grab the first 2, trying to close things out in the 4th. And Goings picks up a kill out of the timeout. We have 23s on the board. So now it becomes who can get 2 in a row here at Galen. Veska. And Bennett into the block. And the ball goes out. Set point now for Oregon State. Oregon State with an opportunity to tie things up. Lanier the tip. Bennett. And Oregon State's gonna fourth a 5th set here at the Galen Center. So USC was able to win the first set 25-14. Total control. Then took the second 25-21. Oregon State jumped out to a lead early and never looked back in set 3. They lead 25-21. And now we will play to 15 here at the Galen Center as Oregon State took set 4, 25-23. Gotta give it to the Beavers. USC went up 23-22. Coach Mark Barnard called timeout. And Oregon State finished things off on a 3-1 run. As we will have extra volleyball here at Galen Center. So the Trojans now have dropped 2 sets in a row. Momentum's got to be on the side of Oregon State. It's going to be paramount here for USC to come out strong in this 5th set. It does not take much for a team to grab a big lead in a 5th set where you're only playing to 15. That can be all you need. And so USC needs to come out strong. And for the side of Oregon State, just keep doing what you're doing. They continue to stay neck and neck with the Trojans, and then as the game or the set dwindles into the 20s, they're able to pull ahead and make big plays. You could hear Mark Barnard on this near side kind of telling Goings, no, don't come to it. She went for it anyway. Too much instinct. Here's Underdown. And a kill off the block. Substitutions here for SC. As Underdown is back to serve. Oren down the line and a kill. Madison Oren with 5 kills and 5 blocks. She has done a nice job when Jasmine Gross is not into the match, attacking on those slides. Lothero serves. Bennett from the middle into the 3-person block. Now Lanier from the back row, a tip. And somehow Oregon State able to grab a point. Find the spot where nobody was on the USC side. As Cheshire in for Bruin. It's an Oregon State team that has lost in the 5th set in their last 2 matches. Set awfully close from Lothero, and O's couldn't handle it. The Beavers with the lead. Beavers lost against ASU 15-10 in that 3rd set, against Arizona 15-12. Right now with a 3-2 lead at Galen. And a service error for Massey, and knocks us up at 3. For a team that hit 0 in the opening set to be up at 2-15 for Oregon State, the improvement set to set has to plead Mark Barnard and his coaching staff. Adams now to serve. Goings, an early whistle, and a double call. The 2-hour mark here at USC. And a service ace for Adams. Adams put it in between Underdown and Goings. Underdown went for a late. The Trojans with a 5-3 lead. Puts it in the same spot. This time Oregon State is there. Bennett. High set for Lanier. And blocked away. Kalia going into the net. 9th error of the night for Lanier on 12 kills. And now Quinn will serve.
Montana! Middle. Corey Rod.
Beska. Back row attack from Underdown. And a pretty dig from Quinn. Oregon State ties things up. Goings with another kill. She's got 14 now. And Quinn will continue to serve as we're knotted up at 5 apiece. Lanier buries one. So LeGrand back to serve. The Trojans back with the lead, 6-5 here at Galen. See who they serve. Last time they put it in between Goings and Underdown. They do the same. Back row attack, and Underdown paints the left sideline. Oregon State has had some pretty ball placement plays in the match. Another one there knocks us up 6-all. Goings. Lanier dug out by Massey. Underdown. A kill. second lead of the 5th set for Oregon State. Goings kind of leads back as she serves this ball from her feet. It's a good one. A pick for Gross. And the Trojans switching things up and tying things up. So Veska back to serve. Tied at 7. And an ace. Amelia Veska going cross court. They continue to headhunt for Goins. As both teams will switch sides. The Trojans with the 8-7 lead. Veska will continue to serve after the service ace. 5 on the night for SC. 4 for Oregon State. Let's go with 6 aces against Cal. Under down. Over the back line. And USC with a 9-7 lead. And timeout from Mark Barnard. A low set for Underdown. She'll try again. Off the hands of Gross. And the Beavers able to grab the point out of the timeout. It looked like the Trojans were going to secure one after it was a poor set for Underdown on the near side, but she stuck with it. Cheshire jump serve. Adams a nice dig. Behind Underdown. Lanier, did she get the touch? She did. Kalia Lanier with 14 kills. And she will now serve. The Trojans lead 10-8.
Let's get one here, Kelly. One dig. Let's go. Let's go. Double!
Underdown once again. They continue to go to 18 on the near side. Lothero is now going to attack, and it's right into the block and down. Miscommunication on the side of SC. They had their setter lining up for the kill, and the Beavers get an easy point. So Goubert back to serve. Beavers trail by a point. And a service ace for Goubert ties us at 10. Goubert from her feet. Nice pass this time. Second touch by Lothero, no. A beautiful dig by Goubert and tooling the block. Underdown found an opening, and the Beavers with the lead. USC took a 2-0 lead. And now the Beavers trying to grab 3 in a row as Gross comes down the sideline, and we're tied at 11. Boy, could this get any closer. Baptista now back to serve. One ace for her, 1 service error. 7 on the year. Bennett off the block. USC, will the theme continue? And will Oregon State finally grab a 5th set win? Underdown serves. Lanier attacks. And she's able to put one home. Besco will check in. Lanier from that back row. If I am Lothero, I continue to serve. Number 16. And a double on the side of Oregon State. Miscommunication and a costly error gives the Trojans their first match point. So Lothero back to serve, the Trojan faithful on their feet. Match point number 1. Net violation is going to be called on the women of Troy. (13-14). Match point number 2 for SC. O's finishes it off, and the Trojans take set 5 and escape the upset here at Galen Center. 15-13. USC takes set 5, and after commandingly takes set 1, 25-14.